The Muslim Kids Show!
Assalamu alaikum, my dear children. Gather around. Today I'm going to tell you about one of the great true stories from history, which is in the Quran. You can ask questions at the end. Come closer and pay attention. Alif Lam Ra. These letters are one of the miracles of the Quran, and none but Allah knows their meanings. The story in the noble Quran is in Arabic, but I'll read it to you in English, so pay attention. We relate unto you the best of stories through our revelations unto you of this Quran, and before this you were among those that knew nothing about it. And she, in whose house he was, sought to seduce him. She closed the doors and said, Come on, O you. He said, I seek refuge in Allah. Truly your husband is my master. He made my stay agreeable. Verily the wrong and evildoers will never be successful. And indeed she did desire him, and he would have inclined to her desire had he not seen the evidence of his Lord. Thus it was that we might turn away from evil and illegal sexual intercourse. Surely he was one of our chosen, guided slaves. So they raced with one another to the door, and she tore his shirt from the back. They both found her husband at the door. She said, What is the punishment for him who intended an evil design against your wife, except that he be put in prison or a painful torment? He, Yusuf, said, It was she that sought to seduce me. And a witness of her household bore witness, saying, If it be that his shirt is torn from the front, then her tale is true, and he is a liar. But if it be that his shirt is torn from the back, then she has told a lie, and he is speaking the truth. So when he, her husband, saw Yusuf's shirt torn at the back, he said, Surely it is a plot of you, woman. Certainly mighty is your plot. O Yusuf, turn away from this. O woman, ask forgiveness for your sin. Verily you were the sinful. And the women in the city said, The wife of Al-Aziz, our ruler, is seeking to seduce her servant young man. Indeed, she loves him violently. Verily we see her in plain error. So when she heard of their accusation, she sent for them and prepared a banquet for them. She gave each one of them a knife to cut the foodstuff with, and she said to Yusuf, Come out before them. Then, when they saw him, they exulted at his beauty, and in their astonishment cut their hands. They said, How perfect is Allah! No man is this is none other than a noble angel. She said, This is he about whom you did blame me for his love, and I did seek to seduce him, but he refused. And now, if he refuses to obey my order, he shall certainly be cast into prison, and will be one of those who are disgraced. Yusuf said, O Lord, prison is more to my liking than that to which they invite me. Unless you turn away their plot from me, I will feel inclined towards them and be one of the ignorants. So the Lord answered his invocation and turned away from him their plot. Verily, he is the all-hearer, the all-knower. Then it appeared to them, after they had seen the proofs of his innocence, to imprison him for a time. And there entered with him 2 young men in the prison. One of them said, "Verily, I saw myself in a dream pressing wine." The other said, "Verily, I saw myself in a dream carrying bread on my head, and birds were eating thereof. Inform us of the interpretation of this." "Verily, we think you are one of the doers of good." He said, "No food will come to you as your provision, but I will inform you its interpretation before it comes. This of that which my Lord has taught me. Verily, I have abandoned the religion of a people that believe not in Allah and are disbelievers in the hereafter. And I have followed the religion of my fathers, Ibrahim, Isaac, and Jacob, and never could we attribute any partners whatsoever to Allah. This is from the grace of Allah to us and to mankind, but most men thank not. O 2 companions of the prison, are many different lords better, or Allah, the one, the irresistible? You do not worship besides him, but only names which you have named, you and your fathers, for which Allah has sent down no authority. The command is for none but Allah. He has commanded that you worship none but him. That is the straight religion, but most men know not. O 2 companions of the prison, as for one of you, he will pour out wine for his Lord to drink. As for the other, he will be crucified, and birds will eat from his head. Thus is the case judged, concerning which you both did inquire. And he said to the one whom he knew to be saved, "Mention me to your king." But Shaitan made him forget to mention to his king. So Yusuf stayed in prison a few years.